the commonality in all of these is that it's bringing people together over cigars. That's our mantra here.
Lesser known fact about cigars is that they have historical ties to espionage and covert operations.
Oh, come on. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Every time, God.
God damn it, same shit, different day.
Sustainability, innovative solutions to
Justin is being selfish and has to pee. Even though I gotta pee, I'm wearing dress pants and my fucking balls.
All right, go ahead. Read this stupid Mark Twain quote.
This motherfucker
go ahead,
over here
read it.
is in sweatpants.
Read it.
Where his fucking shit is chilling.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Burn Down Podcast. My name is Justin, a.k.a. Dapper Cigar. This is Eric, a.k.a. Brother Cigar. Today's episode, we're going into ChatGPT. We were messing around with ChatGPT, and we're asking some questions. We're trying to come up with some topics for the episode. And after some brutal fails, some just atrocities that ChatGPT was just not working out, we wound up coming with a topic that is pretty interesting, and we've never talked about it before.
No.
On the show. It is cigar traditions or rituals from around the world. So apparently there are different rituals that different cultures do relating to cigars. Okay, there's Cuban rituals, there's Japanese rituals, Italian rituals. I mean, we have American rituals like celebratory cigars and stuff. So we asked ChatGPT to come up with 5 examples, and then we'll ask it 5 more after we discuss these. I'm going to go through them because some of them are pretty interesting I've never heard of.
Let's do it.
So the first one, I think we have heard of this, but it is the Cuban lectores tradition.
The Cuban lectores.
So in Cuban cigar factories, it's a long-standing tradition for a lector or reader. So lectores would be like a lecturer. I think that's the actual translation. To entertain and educate the cigar rollers, which are the torcedores, that is a Spanish word for cigar roller, as they work. The lector reads aloud from newspapers, literature, or even political speeches, providing both entertainment and intellectual stimulation during the long hours of cigar production. So saying it traditionally in Cuban factories, because back then there wasn't I guess there wasn't TVs and there wasn't cell phones and headphones and all these things, right? 100 years ago when you're rolling cigars, they need to entertain these rollers for long periods of time. They're in the factories for 6, 8, 10, 12 hours a day rolling cigars. And nowadays, people just have headphones in, listen to music, listen to podcasts, all these things. So they would have lecturers come in and tell stories. They would tell stories. They would read from newspapers. They would entertain these people while they were rolling cigars.
That's pretty cool. That was the 19th century? So that's the 1800s.
Yeah, it doesn't say it on my end.
Yeah, it says mine says the Cuban La Lectora tradition. In Cuban cigar factories, the tradition of La Lectora, the reader, dates back to the 19th century. A designated reader sits at a raised platform and reads aloud to the workers as they roll cigars.
So that's the 1800s, yeah.
Yeah, the readings can range from literature to news articles to poetry to novels, providing entertainment and intellectual stimulation during long hours of work.
That's cool.
Yeah, I never knew that.
So I could have been a lectora. Lectoro.
That's it's like reading a book to a class.
I love to tell stories.
We know.
I could have been a storyteller.
You could have been. You could still be a good storyteller. That's pretty. You know what? I learned something new today. La Lectora tradition in Cuba. That's pretty cool, actually. I never thought about that.
Like it. So the second one is the Japanese kisuru
smoking ceremony. Kiseru. It says the kisuru is a traditional Japanese smoking pipe used for tobacco and other herbs. In formal settings such as tea ceremonies or cultural events, participants engage in a precise ritual of packing the kisuru with finely shredded tobacco, lighting it with a charcoal ember, and taking slow, deliberate puffs while practicing mindfulness and appreciation for the moment. Yeah.
Wow, which actually is interesting because that's one of the reasons that we smoke cigars is the meditation aspect of it, where you can sit by yourself and reflect on the past, visualize the future, be at one with your own thoughts.
Yeah, mindset. So what did you search?
I just typed in, give me 5 examples of traditions around the world, cigar rituals.
Okay, I said.
What does yours say for kisuru?
I said 5 specific examples of cigar rituals around the world.
The Japanese Kisuru smoking ceremony. In Japan, the Kisuru smoking ceremony is a traditional ritual dating back to centuries. The Kisuru is a slender Japanese smoking pipe used to smoke tobacco, including finely rolled tobacco. During the ceremony, participants carefully prepared and light the Kisuru, taking slow and deliberate puffs while reflecting on the beauty of the moment.
So they use it as like a meditation form meditation.
It's a serene and contemplative practice that emphasizes mindfulness and application to the finer things in life. So basically, kind of like what we smoke cigars for.
I like it, dude. Turn your mic like the mic itself.
Yeah, it's
like that.
Yeah, it's fucking a little awkward.
Yeah, you gotta tighten it. So I think I have sounds like what they sped out on my end is more of the like the description of it, and yours is a little bit more detailed as the time frame of when it happened.
I like that,
which is kind of cool.
So you start it, and then I'll give you a little detail.
Detail on it.
What else you got?
So the third one, so first was Cuba, right? The Cuban lectores tradition. Then we have the Japanese Kisuru, which is I find very interesting because I mean it's not necessarily cigars, but it is tobacco in a pipe.
But it sounds like they are doing the same actions as
They're smoking it for the same reasons,
smoking a cigar, you know.
So now the third one is the Dominican passing of the cigars tradition. In the Dominican Republic, it's customary for cigars to be shared as a gesture of hospitality and friendship during social gatherings and special occasions. The host often presents a box of cigars to guests who then select one to enjoy together. This ritual symbolizes camaraderie and fosters a sense of community among participants. So they're saying that if you host a party, you have to present a box of cigars to the guest. And then everybody selects one, and they all smoke it together.
That's cool. I don't have that one. I have the Dominican Tabacalera Tour. In the Dominican Republic, cigar enthusiasts can take tours of tabacaleras. Tabacaleras. Tabacaleras.
Like tobacco farms? Is that what that is?
So, Dominican Republic cigar enthusiasts can take tours of tabacaleras or cigar factories to learn about the cigar making process firsthand. These tours often include demonstrations of tobacco cultivation, harvesting, and rolling, as well as opportunities to sample freshly rolled cigars as a chance to gain insight into the artistry and craftsmanship behind Dominican cigars and to appreciate the labor-intensive nature of their product. So two different.
So one being the passing of the cigars, saying, hey, I'm throwing a party, and you have all these people coming over. It's customary for me to present a box of cigars to all of my guests. They select one, and then we go outside and smoke it all together.
Yeah.
That's pretty
nice.
cool, though.
And
cool. Then yours was where people can take tours of the tabacaleras, which...
And then I have another one in Cuba. This is the Cuban Habanos Festival. In Cuba, the annual Habanos Festival is a celebration of all things related to cigars. The festival features cigar tastings, rollings, competitions, and gala dinners where the guests can enjoy premium Cuban cigars paired with fine cuisine and drinks. It's a showcase of Cuba's rich cigar-making heritage and gathering place for cigars and enthusiasts around the world. It's pretty cool. I'm going to go with that one.
So here's one that we're going to both appreciate. Is Italy.
Italy.
So the Italian after-dinner cigar, which everybody knows. I mean, here in America, it's a big thing, after-dinner cigars, right? You go to a party, go to Thanksgiving. Well, after dinner, let's go out and have a cigar, right?
Nice little stogie.
So they say in Italy, smoking a cigar after a meal is a cherished tradition, especially after dinner gatherings with family and friends. The ritual typically involves selecting a premium cigar, pairing it with a digestive, such as a grappa or amaro, and savoring the flavors and aromas while engaging in leisurely conversation. So that's like after dinner, you want to have a brandy and a cigar. You want to have a
little grappa and a
little grappa and an amaro. What is the other one? Amaro? The amaro.
What is that? That's
I think that's like, is that like amaretto?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. But you have a little digestive, right? Some people have sambuca, right, which is a licorice one. The amaro, which is like amaretto. The grappa, you have the
grappa's wild. You ever have grappa?
Yeah, of course, dude. Of course.
That shit is fucking wild. That shit really clears out your shit.
Or you have a little like maybe a peach schnapps, or you have like Germans like peach schnapps, or my mom likes peach schnapps.
Not really my thing.
Or
I have this one is Scotland, the Scottish whiskey.
Scotland. We're going through all these different countries that just completely different.
I mean, I guess you could say this for America too, but this is the Scottish whiskey and cigar pairing. In Scotland, whiskey and cigar pairing is a cherished tradition among connoisseurs. The rich, smoky flavors of Scotch whiskey complement the earthy and robust flavors of cigars, creating a harmonious sensory experience. Whiskey enthusiasts often host tastings where they sample different whiskeys alongside carefully selected cigars, impermeating with pairings to find the perfect combination of flavors and aromas.
So they do so it's similar to the Italian one, but they use whiskey.
And then I said, what are American cigar rituals?
Oh, I have one more before you get into America. I have one more that's
but these are kind of not really that good.
So this one is actually interesting that oh, come on. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Every time, God.
What was that video I did?
Yeah. Yeah. Every time. Jeez. Damn it.
Hold on. Here, I'll play your frustrations right now. Here you go. Oh, now when I screenshot it.
Come on, you motherfucker! Oh, shit!
God damn it! Same shit, different day.
So
that was literally you. You're like,
yeah.
come on.
So the fifth one here is the indigenous Taino cigar ceremony.
Oh.
If I'm saying that correctly, Taino.
Oh.
Among the indigenous Taino people of the Caribbean, tobacco holds spiritual significance, and smoking cigars is incorporated into ceremonial rituals. Traditional Taino cigar ceremonies often involve the use of sacred tobacco leaves, prayers, and offerings to the spirits as a means of communication and connection with the natural world. So they're smoking tobacco as a means of connecting with the natural world because it's 100% organic. It's a natural leaf. So they're using this is in the Caribbean.
Damn.
So they're saying that they use it to connect with Mother Nature.
Damn.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty philosophical.
That's pretty cool. I'm going to ask you to give me five more
I mean, these
examples from the Eastern Hemisphere.
I just put what are American cigar rituals? It says in the U.S., cigar rituals reflect a blend of tradition, personal preference, and regional influences. Here are some common American cigar rituals: cigar lounges and socializing. Okay.
Oh, these are cool.
Cutting and lighting, pairing with spirits, cigar events and tastings, and online communities and forums. But are those really rituals? I don't think so.
Well, I asked it five more from the Eastern Hemisphere because I mean we know a lot of tobacco in Central America, and we know of Dominican Republic, Nicaragua, Honduras, all these countries, Cuba. So I said, what about over there, like on the Eastern Hemisphere?
Yeah.
So the first one that came up, which is Indian, but it's a hookah tradition. So it's not necessarily
hookah.
It's not necessarily cigars, but it is tobacco. So hookah is very popular in the Middle East. Very, very popular. Okay. And they said it's often enjoyed in social settings with friends gathering around a communal water pipe to share stories, laughter, and relaxation. The preparation of smoking of the hookah are accompanied by rituals such as filling the bowl with flavored tobacco, heating the coals, and passing the hose around the circle. So they're saying where in the cigar culture, everybody, like for instance, you would present the box of cigars and everybody would take one and you'd sit around all enjoying the cigar. They would do the same thing, but with hookah. They would prepare the hookah. They would sit it in a table, and everybody would pass the hose around as like...
Pass the hose around?
Which is pretty cool. Second one is the Chinese. China. The Chinese tea and cigar pairing. So now, we actually haven't had tea, but we had a woman on here, cigar lover, Ibis, from Cigar Lover 12, who said that tea and cigars is a good pairing.
Damn, you got a good memory. She did say that.
Right?
That was back in COVID, bro.
It says, in China, there's a growing trend of pairing cigars with traditional Chinese tea.
You make me laugh, bro. You remember that, but you don't remember like stuff we just talked about last week.
Dude. Who knows? I don't know how it works.
Make it make sense.
I don't know how it fucking works. This unique combination highlights the complementary flavors and aromas of both the cigar and the tea, creating a harmonious sensory experience. The ritual involves selecting specific teas to enhance the nuances of different cigar blends, steeping the tea with precision and sipping it alongside leisurely puffs of the cigar. So just like where we would say cigars and bourbon, cigars and coffee,
yeah.
the Scots would do cigars and whiskey. Chinese people would do cigars and tea. So they would pair specific blends of tea with.
Have you ever done cigars and tea?
I have not,
I don't know if I did either.
but that's interesting.
It is interesting. You want to know something that's interesting? I said, what is a cool fact about cigars no one knows about?
Oh boy. Okay, you tell that, and then I got a couple more. I have one from the Philippines. I have one from Thailand, and then another Japanese.
All right,
one.
so go through those, and I'll finish.
Okay.
Up. I'll do mine.
So there's the Filipino Tobacco Festival, TABAKO, 2K40. In some regions of the Philippines, particularly in the province of Ilocos Norte, the annual tobacco festival celebrates the local tobacco industry and cultural heritage. During the festival, various rituals and ceremonies are held to honor tobacco farming, cigar rolling, and the art of cigar smoking. These include traditional dances, musical performances, and rituals paying homage to the tobacco plant and its significance in the Filipino culture. So they have a whole festival dedicated to the art of smoking cigars. Art of rolling it, growing it,
Bro, let's make our
smoking
own.
it.
Let's do our own.
And they have dances, they have
Yeah.
performances. Like, it's a whole fucking parade.
Bro, that sounds absolutely.
It's like the
Ew.
Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, but for tobacco.
That's sick, bro. I like.
That's pretty
that.
cool.
I like that a lot, actually.
So now in Thailand, land of the lady boy. The Thai yantra tattoo and cigar ritual. In Thailand, certain rituals involving cigars are intertwined with the practice of sak yent, or traditional Thai tattooing. Some individuals undergo the yantra tattooing process, which involves receiving sacred tattoos believed to offer protection, strength, and good fortune. As part of the ritual, the recipient may smoke a cigar to mark the completion of the tattoo and invoke blessings from the spirits. So they get tattoos because they believe that it signifies, like, it basically like giving you strength. Like you're tattooing symbols on your body, and it's sacred to give you strength and protection. And then to basically complete the whole ritual, you smoke a cigar. That's pretty cool.
Damn.
I've never heard of any of these.
No.
These are cool, man. All right,
like
and the last one, then I'll let you talk.
And it's gonna be funny because, yeah, go ahead.
But these are, you know what's cool about these? These are all separate freaking like reels that we can make.
Nick, you hear that?
But that's pretty cool. So they will tattoo themselves and complete it with a smoking of a cigar. The Japanese kai cigar ritual.
The kai.
Kai. In certain Japanese subcultures, particularly among enthusiasts of vintage cigars and whiskey, the kai ritual is observed. Kai refers to the gathering of like-minded individuals who come together to share and enjoy rare cigars and spirits. Participants meticulously select cigars and drinks to showcase, engage in conversations about their shared passion, and savor the flavors and aromas of their selections in a relaxed and relaxed and convivial atmosphere. Probably conversational is another synonym for that. But I'm saying there's a group of people, like they call it, like the kai are people that just collect cigars and whiskeys, and they come together and be like, hey, this is like, look at this one. This is like super rare, and this is super rare. And somebody else comes together, hey, I got one even better. And they all sit around and talk about it and smoke it.
That sounds like a big dick contest. Who's got the bigger?
That's pretty
who's got
cool
the
too,
big
man.
dick?
It's collectors that come together and
Show off
showcase their shit.
Yeah, no
Like,
doubt.
I got a bigger dick.
Yeah, look at my shit. Mine's better. Look at my shit.
Look
Mine's
at my
bigger.
shit. Bam!
Put it on the table, son.
Put it
Let
on
him
the
see
table,
it.
son. Let him see it.
Let him see it.
You gonna learn today. So that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, who knew about all these traditions?
All right, do you think there's one in Russia?
Mother Russia.
Is there a tradition?
There's got to be. Russia
for
is
Russia.
ginormous, bro. How they
Let me see.
They have to have some kind of cigar tradition.
Okay, so this will be the last one. I'm not going to read the whole fucking thing. This is crazy. But they say, yes, Russia also has its own traditions. One notable your statistics? One notable tradition is the Russian dacha culture. A dacha is a countryside cottage or summer house where families often retreat during the warmer months. In this setting, it's common for friends and family to gather on a warm summer evening, enjoying leisurely conversation, meals, and many cigars. The ritual of smoking cigars at dachas is often accompanied by other quintessential Russian elements such as vodka or cognac.
Dang.
Guests may bring their favorite cigars to share, and discussions range from politics, blah, 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 blah. So that's pretty cool. So one of the things is the commonality in all of these is that it's bringing people together over cigars.
That's the MO that I got.
You know, I mean, that's our mantra here. So we're here for.
Bringing people
And that's
together.
what all these traditions
One
are.
cigar
Is they're
at a
bringing
time.
people together, whether you're a collector or you're coming together to get protection, or you're showing you're paying homage to spirits, or you're having a freaking festival, bringing people together, paying homage to the cigar, to the tobacco fields.
Yeah.
It's all about bringing people together.
It's all about bringing people together one cigar at a time. I got 3 cool facts.
So we had Russia, Thailand, Japan, India,
Cuba, Dominican Republic.
China, Italy. Pretty
So
cool. Pretty cool stuff. So go ahead. 3 facts that nobody ever heard of.
that no one knows about. Ready? This was the first one. It says, a lesser known fact about cigars is that they have historical ties to espionage and covert operations. During World War II and the Cold War, intelligence agencies on both sides used specifically designed cigars as concealment devices for hiding secret documents, microfilms, and even cyanide capsules. These, quote, spy cigars were carefully hollowed out to create a hidden compartment where sensitive material could be stored. They were ingeniously crafted to look and feel like ordinary cigars, allowing agents to discreetly transport classified information without arousing suspicion. This intriguing aspect of cigar history adds a fascinating layer to the cultural significance beyond mere enjoyment, highlighting their role in concealment operations, or clandestine? I don't know how to fucking say that. Clandestine operations and espionage. So highlighting their role in, how the hell do you say that? Whatever. Fuck that word. I'm not trying to say it. Highlighting their role in operations and espionage. So cigars were rolled in spying and transporting secret and effective documents, even cyanide capsules and microfilms. How could you fit a microfilm inside a cigar? That's pretty fucking wild.
I just shoved it in there.
I guess. But I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. I mean, if you had like a scroll with like codes or encryptions that you needed, you just fucking throw it in this. You can really just hollow out the cigar and just kind of just throw it in there. Just like, what's his face in what's the movie with the guy who breaks out of jail? Classic 90s movie.
Shawshank Redemption?
You know how he hollows out the hammer in the Bible? Just like that.
That's how they do it.
All right, so another cool fact. A cool fact about cigars that many people might not know is that they played a significant role in the early days of space exploration. During the Gemini missions in the 1960s, astronauts would often take cigars with them into space. These cigars were not for smoking, but...
Wait. Astronauts would take cigars into space?
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
In the 1960s.
But you can't smoke it.
Well, I didn't finish I don't know what lies ahead. I didn't finish it. So it says, during these cigars were not for smoking, but rather as a means of measuring and observing the effects of weightlessness and combustion. Astronauts would ignite the cigar in the spacecraft and observe how the smoke behaved in microgravity environments.
They fucking smoked it. They 100% smoked it.
Provided valuable insights into behavior of combustion in space, contributing to our understanding of fire safety and engineering in spacecraft. So cigars weren't just a luxury item for astronauts; they were also tools for scientific research.
That's a load of bullshit. They turned the cameras off and smoked them bitches. Because if you really wanted to study the effects of combustion and smoke, why did you have to bring cigars? You could have brought just lit paper on fire. Why do you got to bring cigars? They smoked them bitches.
I want to talk to an astronaut back then if he's still alive and who smoked on these cigars.
I would have.
Yeah, come on.
They 100% smoked it. Why do you have to bring cigars? You could have brought anything else that you could burn.
Tell me you light the cigar and you just let it combust without even trying to say, let me take a quick puff of this bad boy? Doubt it.
Well, if there's my thought is if there's no oxygen, right? Inside the space station there's oxygen, right? But there's weightlessness. But if there's no oxygen, you can't light the cigar without oxygen, right? Because fire needs oxygen to burn, because that's what it's burning, right? And if there's no oxygen, you can't light it, right? But inside the space station, they wanted to see how does the smoke without gravity? Does it go up? Does it just so that'd be interesting is where does the smoke go? Because right now, think about it. There's gravity. Okay, so we have gravity, but the smoke goes up.
Let's go.
right? Because it's lighter than so the smoke. I guess floats upwards, but if there's no gravity, does it still float upwards? Does it just like float around? Like where does it go?
I'm asking it.
Does he have a video of it?
No, I'm just astronaut.
Just do cigars in space.
How were cigars involved in the 1960s astronaut?
Cigars in a vacuum.
How were cigars involved?
I'm gonna Google it on YouTube.
In space
I'm gonna go on YouTube.
with
Cigars
astronauts.
in space.
Oh.
Here we go. Cigars in space. Let's see if it fucking happens. No, they don't have it.
No, it says. So I said, how were cigars involved in the 1960s in space with astronauts? It says, apologies for the confusion in my previous response. There isn't a direct association between cigars and astronauts during the 1960s.
You
space
fucking
missions.
lied to us.
However, cigars did have a role in space exploration, not astronauts. During the early days of space exploration, scientists conducted experiments to understand. Okay, these. Yeah. So
Anyway,
scratch that one. The last one is a lesser-known fact about cigars and their connection to the development of modern typography. Typography. Thank you. In the 19th century, cigar box labels became a popular form of advertising showcasing intricate designs and typography. Cigar manufacturers invested heavily in creating visually striking labels to attract customers. This demand for eye-catching designs fueled innovation in typography and printing techniques, leading to advancements in color printing, I can't fucking say that word, typography, and graphic design. Many famous typefaces and design elements that we still see today were originally created for cigar box labels, making cigars an unexpected but influential force in the evolution of graphic design and typography.
that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
We're gonna have to end this though, because you boys got to. I gotta hit the head pretty bad.
I got fucking pee too.
So, but that's good because that's gonna do it for us because that's about 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's it. Let's see here. Yeah, this is another one, but this is about famous writers, Mark Twain, and
We talked about that already. We did an episode about that.
Justin's like, fuck that, I just gotta pee.
I gotta pee. So that's gonna do it for us. The Burnout Podcast.
I'll go fuck myself.
We talked about that with cigars and literature.
Maybe I had something. Maybe I had a cool fun fact.
It didn't.
Maybe it did.
It didn't.
You don't know that. I
didn't.
got the phone. I guess the people watching, listening will never know. So if you wanted to know more, I'm sorry. Justin is being selfish and has to pee. Even though I got to pee, I'm wearing dress pants and my fucking balls.
All right, go ahead. Read this stupid Mark Twain quote.
This motherfucker
go ahead,
over here
read it.
is in sweatpants.
Read it.
Where his fucking shit is chilling.
I'm gonna get up and go right now.
Nah, that wasn't a fun fact.
I'm leaving.
I got him. Well, ladies and gents, that's going to do it for this episode of the Burn Down Podcast. Justin already left to take a pee, but you can find him on Dapper Cigar. I'm Eric, a.k.a. Brother Cigar. If you like this episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell every time we get notified, or you get notified every time we drop a video, episode, whatever on YouTube. Listen to us on all podcast platforms. Leave us a 5-star review. Leave us a review. And become a member on our website, burndownpodcast.com. Monthly giveaways. We have a subscription service for our own sticks that you get exclusive discounts to. And if you have any event, if you have a wedding, if you have a corporate event, a networking event, and you want us there, let us know. If you want custom labels, let us know. We do it all. So with that being said, Justin's not here, so I'll just go fuck myself. Cheers, chin chin, salud. We love you guys. Thank you for watching and listening. We'll see you on the next one.